Books. Don't you just love when you can read a book and you're sort of transported into this fantasy world where you envision yourself as a character and you can play along or something? I don't really read. There's so many types of books. We have biographies, science fiction,
It's me again.
biology books, math books. With books comes communities. Now, I'm sure you've heard about Booktok.
I'm looking for a new book boyfriend. Billionaire.
There's this one creator that every time he comes on my feed, I think to myself, I really want to make a video on this, but I don't know if I will. So today, we're gonna do the rest of that. So strap in, y'all. Put on your hazmat suits, and we're gonna be diving into, would I really call it the abyss? It's more like hell. Now, a quick trigger warning for this video. There is gonna be depiction of blood, murder, violence, and sometimes a little bit of a lewd essay. It's really uncomfortable, okay? And last thing, hey guys, I know this is gonna be really cringe and it's gonna be a really hard watch, but don't harass anyone in this video, that being the creator himself, who, as you'll see later, is not a good person. And 2, any person that interacts with his content, just don't go out of your way to harass someone. It's not good. Who is this creator I am talking about, you might be asking yourself? He goes by Jax the Reaper on TikTok and on Instagram. Now, he claims to be, and I say this really, really lightly, so take this with a grain of salt, quote, horror author, ghostwriter, artist, filmmaker. You'll see later why I use air quotes. 2 air quotes is not enough. Right? We need the 10 fingers for this one. Starting off with this banger of a video. POV, I'm bringing you dinner and restarting your movie for you. Ew, dude, not your finger in like the mashed potato, like smushing your dirty little grimy fingers. It's a girl in a cage. He brings her dinner, starts the movie. And in a cage, not like a jail cell. It's like actually like a dog kennel. POV, you came home to her gone.
You think I'm psycho, don't you, mom?
You know those videos of like that Roblox obby where it's like escape Chuck E. Cheese and like the little thingies go out running? That's what he looks like running. Now, I don't think I mentioned this in the beginning, but the things he uses in his videos are props because, as he claims to be a filmmaker, a lot of these things are apparently done by his friend. They're props. They're not real bodies that are being used for these videos. For this next one, you know, you're warned that there is going to be a date idea. In case I had to like censor it, he basically is like in this room that is all covered with plastic, and then he pans the camera and there is a corpse that is in very late decomposition. So it's practically like bones, but you can still see the hair and like a little bit of flesh on the bones.
You could ghost me, but you could also end up in a documentary where they talk about how you're from a small town where everyone knew everyone and no one ever had to lock their doors, and how you lit up a room when you walked in.
TikToker cleared in serial murder investigation, and it's like a picture of him, like if he were in the news. Bro, if we were in the small town and everybody knew each other, they would definitely know you because of your dirty, greasy hair. Gross! Look at it. Ew, the way it... This guy, for a couple of days or weeks, or I don't know, because I haven't been following him. I've seen these videos on my For You page, and, you know, I was like, I'll keep up with it, but I don't want to follow him, so I was just, like, occasionally, you know, like, peeking in. He teased this thing where he would go and post and say, like, today I'm going live at 10 p.m. I'm going to reveal something that might get me arrested, and, you know, the police are probably going to come. Again, he is a film director and an actor. He did this thing, which I'll just play it for you. Influencer author Jax the Reaper arrested during live stream in connection to 11 murders, including 4 unsolved blah blah blah. Hold on. 4 unsolved cases and 2 cold cases from. You get the gist of it. It's basically like him and his friends role-playing him getting arrested. And like they're dressed in tactical gear and they come in and they get him and then they like shove him out and he does that little like Booktok walk where he like looks at the camera and he's like, yes, I'm a bad boy and I don't wash my hair. You just know he smells like he reeks of like cheeses, foot odor. He probably has like stinky hot breath too. A lot of people saw these videos and in the comments they go, oh, so it's real. How unnerving. Wait, is this real? Did he actually get arrested? Wait, why am I this early?
The influencer named Jax the Ripper was arrested in connection to 11 murders along with 4 unsolved
This is so corny. Bro, this is like actually so corny. I respect if it's a passion project, if you make films for, you know. I keep seeing something in the corner of my eye and I like try to ignore it, but I keep seeing it and so I'm sorry if I look off to the side. I see like this dark shadow and I just can't ignore it. You do you do your art and whatever, but like it's cringy. Like he tries too hard.
It's another thing, like acting like if there were to be bodies, that they would find them. Like, we both know that they wouldn't. They literally couldn't. It's not a thing. Like, recovering one of these quote bodies in this scenario, if I was everything they're saying, they wouldn't be able to.
A lot of his shtick is him saying, oh, if I have a platform and I, you know, upload these videos, and I would basically give myself away. No one would believe it because I say it is a skit, and why would a murderer be so dumb and stupid of like posting his things online, you know, and giving himself away. So, you know, that's a lot of the discussions that you see in the comments. If it is not white MAGA women thirsting over this man, which should surprise you. You know, his fan base should surprise you. Why? Because I thought they were illiterate. Here they are purchasing his books and also complaining that apparently he doesn't ship out his books, so he literally scams his fans allegedly.
Okay, I'm gonna start by saying if this person did not block me and take my money, I would not be making this video. So I don't know if any of you know this creator. He said that he's an author and I supported him for a while. I bought his book. I was part of his Patreon until last night. I messaged him before. I've made comments on his videos. I've made comments on Patreon on his post about not getting the book. Okay? So that's him. He's a thief. I'm gonna put in a few screenshots. So this is the Patreon group chat that he has, okay? So there's people that have not received the book. Not just me. And he made a comment last night, and I commented back saying I did not receive it. And I messaged him back in November about not receiving the book. Okay? And this is my message that he sent to me. Okay? He said that he made multiple posts, blah, blah, blah. And he made a post a while ago saying that he was going to send out shirts for people that are in Patreon, because he did not do anything for people that were part of Patreon, that paid to be there. And then you can see that I messaged about the shirt and the book. And I sent him my address and everything. And he said that there was my update and that it would be sent. That was in November. This is what he did. He blocked me. See that? He blocked me after saying that I did not receive the book. And that's the account. He blocked me on Patreon, and I got an email about it. And this is the email that I got last night, yesterday. Not even 10 minutes after commenting, I did not get the book. So, if you know how I can get my money back, how I can report him on Patreon, because he is scamming people out of their money. And if you bought a book, have not received it, just comment, please. Because I feel like he's done it to thousands of people, not just me. Okay, thank you.
I am curious to see what his books are. But from what I've read, people have said that they lack plot. They're just really bad. And I'll stick with that because I don't want to give a neo-Nazi money any further than the intention I'm giving him right now.
Better lock it in your pocket taking this one to the grave.
Smash. Next question. Oh, the next question is, would you?
Ew. I find it weird. It's like in high school where people just make the most outwardly shocking comments just to be like edgy and stuff.
Do you have any other questions that I'd be oddly eager to answer because I'm a psychopath and I know that girls are attracted to violence because they've been spectators of violence for most of history, which is why things like dark romance and
Okay, dude, okay. Scrolling through his TikTok, this is all his personality. When you finally catch her crazy ex, then there is this video which is like him, lamp that's like made with skin or whatever, using her ashes as a bath bomb, giving her forehead kisses when she sleeps, and it's basically like him kissing, you know, a deceased body again. The first video that I ever watched from him was one that appeared on my TikTok feed, and it is actually this one. I might have to censor it, I don't know, I'm just like scared that YouTube might find it a little bit, you know, quirky, weird. But I'll describe it to you. Basically, from this barrel, he pulls out like this sort of charred skeleton. So like, you know, saying like, oh, I disintegrated this person in like acid or something.
no one's ever came in person to verify if anything I said was true or not. But the last sergeant actually to contact me congratulated me and said you should be honored and like proud of yourself because of how, if it's so good that we have to look into it. I mean, you're doing a pretty good job.
Bro, that did not happen. I can 100% assure you that a sergeant did not come into your house and say, bro, you're doing such a good job. Like, thank you for wasting our time. Thank you for wasting resources. You are doing such a good job. Keep it up, boy. Dicen las malas lenguas that he isn't actually a diagnosed psychopath and he self-diagnosed. I don't know, okay? I don't know if he is actually diagnosed. I don't know if he isn't. He does this thing, especially in this one video, where he sort of reacts to like Jeffrey Dahmer's interview about, you know, him talking about the horrible, atrocious murders that he made. And in the end of the video, he adds a little bit of his super incredible commentary, and he's like, well, yeah, you know, I mean, there's this thing that he does, and he's like, you know, and basically just like alluding that he knows a lot more than about like psychopaths, and that like, he's just like this huge mastermind, which is something that just bothers me. He's like, he is a really arrogant person. It's really disturbing. I get that it's dark romance, but it's disturbing the fact that you would create a piece of media where you basically allude to having relations with someone who is either unconscious or dead. You know how I said this Jax guy isn't really a good person? You'll see why. Now, this next video is Psychopath Reacts to Welcome to Derry, which, if you don't know what Welcome to Derry is, it's basically like the new It series that is coming out.
To be honest, I tried to watch this.
Sorry, I just think about that one Drew Phillips video.
You better watch out for Pennywise.
It was the classic white guy evil, pretty white girls meme, which isn't even a thing in real life. Pretty girls are usually really nice, everybody knows that. And then it was the black guy with the hero complex. Like, dude, listen, I don't even care how people act in real life. I see white people that piss me off all the time too. But when it's something I'm passionate about, specifically horror movies, not even all movies, other people can deal with that. Horror movies though, I'm done with this shit, bro. I'm done with this. And it's gotten to a point where it's kind of ridiculous, and people will give me shit for saying this, but like Tyler Perry's good to go. And it's like, fuck that shit, because honestly, as directors or writers, we have a fucking responsibility. And that responsibility is to have some sort of historical integrity in our work. People from the year 3000 are going to look back and be like, oh, well, no shit, the white race went extinct. Look how evil they were in the movies back in 2025.
What? Am I wrong for saying that, like, not in every movie, which is usually abundant of white people. They're not really depicted as evil. Actually, most of the time they're the good ones. Am I tripping? What movies am I watching then?
And it's a lot like the World War II thing. If you push one thing in cinema, that's like propaganda at a point. And I'm watching
What?
Welcome to Derry, and I'm like, bro, is this made for someone who like doesn't live in America? Am I watching a Pennywise origin story? Or am I just like being reminded that white people are evil and black people have hero complex? Not to say they don't sometimes. I'm just saying, like, on average,
Me when I backtrack.
what we're seeing in movies is not how it is in reality. And the fucked up part about it is, who do you think's behind that? It's not black people, and it's not white people. I'll let you guess in the comments.
It's not white people. It's not black. Okay. White people being bad. Black people being heroes. It's not propaganda done by either white people or black people. I'll let you guess in the comments. Who could possibly be pushing this narrative? You really got me thinking on that one, Dax, what's your name? What's your name? Come again?
A lot of reasons why I think this, but I think this hurts everybody more than it helps anybody. We're more likely to see mean, pretty white girls and mean white guys in movies. And then there's like the black person who's like super kind and nice to everybody, which does exist, but not on average. Not on average. I think a lot of the reason why we
What? As a Latina, when I'm watching movies, like, that is simply not true. Like, most of the time, y'all are the heroes of the day. Y'all are the main characters. And if you think that it is only white people who are the mean ones in that movie, maybe take a look around the cast. Notice that maybe there isn't a lot of diversity. So, of course, it'll be someone white playing a white character.
the slide is because society has got comfortable just being like, the way that we can help the black community is by not offending them. And like, no, sometimes that's not the case. Like nowadays, the classic non-racist person is someone who just feeds into the lack of accountability and ignores all the actual issues that we could actually fix in the black community. And it's like, you're not helping. You're not fucking helping. You're being selfish and you're just trying to save yourself from the illusion of racism, but you're not fucking helping. Because all these people that want to help black people, they just want Little Mermaid and Snow White to be black, but they don't want to talk about why black dads aren't in the home and why black people kill each other more on average. Like
I don't think you guys need to watch any more of that to know his position on people of color in general. He's a racist. His point here is white people have it hard because in movies they're portrayed as bad people when black people are portrayed as the heroes of the day, and clearly they aren't still stuck playing those stereotypical characters. Hey guys, editing me here. Sometimes it is hard for me to convey what I want to say in a clear way because it is hard for me to express myself, and I also just feel like a deer in headlights. So, taking a seat and sort of like watching this again, I want to add more to the conversation. I genuinely don't know what perspective you can look at this from and not see the clear harmfulness and blatant racism and ill intent in his words. He's basically saying that a group of people that constitute the 59.8% of the United States population is being victimized and even on the brink of extinction just from a black person playing a hero role in a series or in a movie. Yes, there are issues that need to be addressed, but most, if not all of these issues, come from the imbalance of equality that minorities suffer at the hands of white people. So then he pretends to hold this higher moral ground, being concerned about these issues, as if he hadn't just attacked the fact that black people and minorities are having more visibility in media, as if they hadn't struggled with that, their whole life. That is sort of what I wanted to get across because I didn't do it justice in this video. I was just so tired. So yeah, back to the video. You are not a victim. Being white is not a minority. So you are not a victim in this situation. And clearly the point that you're trying to make, that white people are being, suppressed, being treated unfairly, is so not true. And if you see the world like that, buddy, I don't know what to tell you. Taking in the fact that, according to users, there has been times, if I can find it, people in Reddit have said that this guy in the past has outwardly and proudly worn Nazi memorabilia.
Where you stand politically without actually telling me where you stand politically.
Wait,
I'm just
that's
curious.
so
What is
good.
it?
Stop! Oh my god.
Stop
That's
what,
it.
dude? I'm not even doing anything. All right, if
Banned
you could have one
forever.
last.
You should do a house tour for TikTok.
Fuck,
I think that would be hilarious.
they wouldn't believe me, dude. You
You
know what?
should
You
do
know
a
what? I
fucking
need an
house
apology,
tour.
dude, because I honestly, I need you to like, at least acknowledge it. I shit
What?
you not. I almost answered this podcast in an SS uniform. I was just gonna stay on it the whole time and completely ignore the fact that I was wearing it. Oh, I have a whole get up. I was about to just answer it and just talk to you like
I
it
would have
wasn't a
just like
thing.
whoop, removed you from the
I should
fucking thing.
actually do
Like,
that. I should actually do that the next time and just cover up the swastika patch because that would actually be very like clippable, actually.
well, yeah, if you cover up the swasti,
Yeah, no,
for sure.
I would put a piece of tape over, it, but it's like holy shit, dude.
My
I
fucking
just feel like
dog's just casually walking in the
if I
background.
was like just wearing the whole shit, that
Just,
would have been hilarious. I have a whole suit, trench coat thing, and everything, leather trench coat and everything. That would
oh
have been
my
hilarious.
god.
This guy is a neo-Nazi. Now, you get the gist of it. If we separate the art from the artist, I'm gonna start with the artist first. Artist. Again, I use that very loosely here. It is clear that he is a racist white supremacist. Now take this with a grain of salt, but someone on Reddit made a post saying that when they were 15 and they were at a park, apparently this guy showed up with a couple of friends, grabbed a pill from his backpack, proceeded to crush and snort it in front of her. Now, with the art or the media that he creates, I want to start off by saying, if you're into true crime, there's absolutely nothing wrong. But if you start sort of fetishizing, or if you start obsessing over it, there is where that problem begins. He claims to be a filmmaker, a Booktok author, and that a lot of his works are basically inspired by these scenarios that he plays out in his social media, and that everything he does in his social media is basically just promotion for his books. Now, I don't buy that, because if this genuinely were to be just an art project, I'd be okay and I wouldn't look twice. But I do have a problem when you begin fetishizing this content, when you begin fetishizing actual murder, and when you call murderers and killers like Jack the Ripper your idols, and you basically make it your whole entire personality. There is where I'm gonna have a problem. I think he is weird, yes, but I don't think he is a killer. When you begin to sort of consume this content and live it out through roleplay, which, again, roleplay isn't inherently bad, it sort of creates this fine line where you can begin to act on those urges. I get that it is an art project. I don't support it. Neither it or him as a person. I really want to know what you guys think on this matter. I really liked making this video, just taking a superficial look into this. If you want me to make a deeper deep dive into this or maybe something else, please let me know in the comments down below. I absolutely had fun, making this, even though I am disturbed. Like this video, subscribe. Please stay safe. Tammy signing out.